very dishonorable. Just going to go to the magic mirror here, and then I need to change the source. Oh, this is smart. There we go.
So I need.
It's coming out.
It's I'm starting soon, but we can talk. But it's not taking your sound in from the Discord before I change the. Go.
The Samaritans are collecting money right now.
Americans collecting money.
Samaritans.
Ah, Samaritans.
Yeah, the Samaritans, we call it. They are like a complementary organization to the Red Cross.
Okay.
We have also some sort of sick people and emergencies and some.
Okay.
So, stream starting. Let's do this. Going live.
Going live.
Paladin, notduo.
Oh yeah, that's the title. I'm titling mine James Team Rocket with Ginger Bananas. Still. Yeah. So where?
Like Team Rocket blasted off.
Yes, my character is now called James Blasted Off.
You know what? I'm gonna do it blast off.
Okay, that's good. And then we have the multi-stream here.
Team Rocket blasted off one time. Famous in the Gauntlet of Shar.
Yes, me too. All right. Right. So, yeah. So we'd probably, yes. So is it possible to see all of the chats at the same time or just one of them?
If we stream, then there is a stream layout, the one with the 4 boxes that has both chats at the same time.
There we go. Smart. Okay, I'm just going to knock on. I have no idea what it does. I still don't know what it does, but I'm going to knock on your chat here. So I'm knocking on your Twitch.
Hardcore on.
Yes. There we go. And then turning off the sound.
And we turn off the sound and everything. Yes.
It's going to be interesting once this starts to work like properly. If you can kind of do Twitch streams with like split screens or whatever that might be, that could be good. Okay, are we ready to set it up?
Yes. Wait, I am not in the guest star right now. Yeah, now it is. My cloud. And you did. So
Yeah. So the idea is that we
are in it.
Yep. The idea is that we do the Act 2 stuff now, and then we head back and look at the Act 1 list, right? From the top of the crash site region thing. because we get I think we get to level 7 at that point, and then we can just start killing all of the blue stuff, and then the green stuff, and then the red stuff. With the ring of free action, we'll be safe, I think, for most of the challenges. Yeah, in Act 1. So we'll just do it this way and plow through. Okay, let me just check. My eye is still just bothering me just a little bit, but I will try to. It's crazy, like having eye surgery is just something. It's a little bit unbelievable. Like somebody is just messing around inside your eye, doing stuff to you, and you're just lying there. It's a little bit like a horror movie. And all you can see is the bright light. That's the only thing you can see. Crazy. And then afterwards, they're just like, oh, everything went fine. You're done. Go home. Okay. All right, I'm just going to punch in the live screen here so people can see that stuff is actually happening. I can't hear you, Ginger. You need to go into your Streamlabs and fix the Discord. Discord source. Are you okay, Ginger Bananas? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, and now I am heard as well.
Yes. You are both heard and seen. I see you.
Yeah.
And I really see you. Okay?
Okay. So James is right now on the point that he saved before the Sharon encounter, right?
Yes, I think I'll just go to your location probably, which is here. I'm just guessing.
It is right in front of the teleport waypoint.
Yep. Right. Right. So just before, because this is something that's I'm saving all of these VODs. Like I want to do something with them at some point or something. So just to briefly sum up what it is that the plan is and what we're doing, what the idea is, and then the caveat that James died a horrible death, but that we are continuing nonetheless.
Yeah. Okay. So, hello everyone. It is us, Ginger Bananas and Hardcore Runs, both fellow Baldur's Gate 3 challenge runners. We are doing the Paladin notduo run together, which is that each of us is taking a spec of Paladin to the Netherbrain in solo honor mode with no consumables and as little cheesing as possible. That's the caveat. Our characters are aptly named Jesse and James from Team Rocket. And, well, the two specs we're taking are Paladin Oath of Vengeance for Jesse as a great weapon fighter, and James as an Oath of the Ancients Paladin with the dueling fighting style. Both not taking protection, going all in for the damage. We are right now in Act 2, actually at the start of Act 2, in the Gauntlet of Shar, where things happened hardcore, didn't they?
Yes. So James is an Oath of the Ancients Paladin with a focus on defensive capabilities, and as such, James, by accident, and this can be seen in our latest VOD that we played together, which is I think a week ago. We wanted to go and collect the Night Singer's favor below the in the Sharon Gauntlet, because we wanted to use the necrotic resistance for a number of encounters that we planned on doing in Act 2 for experience. Because I'm already making excuses here because this is just very stupid. But what happened was that after getting the buff, I happily made a 180 and I waltzed straight into the Dark Justicia encounter in front of Balthazar, which we were planning on doing at a later time, because with the Paladin's downside, like low damage when not smiting, we were in that situation where that's what we wanted to do. And I just forgot about one about the key things of when you're playing Baldur's Gate, and that is when you're using the Shattered Flail from the Flint encounter to heal yourself in tandem with a periaptic wound closure, which is a very strong combination. When you don't have anything else to go by, you can always go by consistency and so anyway, that didn't work out too well. I got mad, and what does the computer do with a mad paladin? They use the smite action. So James went ahead and smited a random Radiant Retort Dark Justicias for like 50 or 60 damage. And I think in the one round that or 2 rounds that James were mad, he dealt a total of, I don't know, 200 or 300 force damage to himself by smiting things. And also he resurrected twice in principle, because the Shattered Flail heals you for an amount of damage, amount of hit points, 1 to 6 hit points. But with the periaptic wound closure, that's always the max. So every round of attack plus smite during the madness restored apparently 12 hit points for James. So he actually revived himself twice, and then on the 3rd round, he was then killed by the big bad Justicia champion thingy. So that's the story, and so now James is in fact a dishonorable member of Team Rocket. But Ginger and I decided to continue this run nonetheless. This is a hiccup. This is a mistake that I make because we play this once every 2 weeks. And so there is no real excuse. I fucked it up by the whole situation. It was just a small moment of not being focused that killed us. So we do want to continue this to play the Paladin through the way that we wanted to, and prove that if you can play without making idiot newbie mistakes, that's how it felt when I died, then you're going to be just fine with a monoclass Paladin with either spec. So bear that in mind as we carry on. It is a 50% run at this point. So Ginger, what are we doing now?
Well, I need a long rest because Jessie was able to deal with the Justiciars, but doing that, she had to deplete all of her resources for the day.
Yes.
And after that, I believe we are about to go on to the Shadow-Cursed Kuotoa.
Roger. Gotcha.
First thing, thank you for the follow. I can't pronounce this name. JXJJDJJSJSYV.
Yes. I got that as well, and I think that is a quick way to an escort service or the like. But thanks a lot anyway.
Thanks a lot anyway.
Yeah, thanks a lot anyway.
So, I will take a long rest,
Yes.
and then, the plan is to, right now, we have Anti-Amphel's Amulet, and we have the necrotic damage, we have the necrotic resistance to do the 3 encounter, I call them for a paladin 3 encounters of Act 2, which are the dogs, the mazels, the mean locks, and the Kuotoa.
Yeah.
They give tons of XP,
X.
and if you have the combination of Ring of Free Action, Minfara Boots, and Protection from Evil and Good, there is almost non-existing chance of dying to them. It's
I'm
never zero,
definitely
that's how the dice roll, but
yes.
better than nothing.
Yeah. I'm ready for the whole thing. I wonder if it's like a Holy Lands encounter, actually, some of those things.
All of them are Holy Lands encounters. Everything that is not just this year is a Holy Lands encounter. I mean, the Kutoa, after one or two hits, they will kill themselves.
Right. Yeah, with
Oh,
the setup that we're running, that's true.
Boy.
So I'm actually, do I want to wear the Luminous armor for this then?
So much food.
I think armor stacking is probably the way to go here then.
I would think so too. You know, I'm currently not a real fan of the Luminous armor, but you do you.
I do me.
So I need to... Oh, Scratchy Boy has present for me. Give that here.
But it's a little bit weird.
Scratch gave me a salami.
Okay, that's very kind of him, sharing his salami with you. That's definitely very kind of him.
Yeah, so...
I am rocking the protection from evil and good. That should take me a lot of the way. Probably I'll be wearing the Brood Mother's Revenge for the rest. But we'll have to see how this...
Oh, this is already, by the way, dear viewers, a huge difference between our builds. Since Hardcore is running this high charisma and relatively high charisma and healing centric build, he's of course very proficient in those healing spells, and he has the bonus action heal. So Broodmother's Revenge is like a no-brainer for him. For me, on the other hand, I'm purely offensive, and I have actually no real ways of triggering the Broodmother's Revenge.
Would you say that the Kuatoa is an encounter where you'd want to use the Titan String bow? I mean, we all know that what we could do is that we could...
I say it is an encounter for the Titan String bow.
But we could do something else. What
could you do?
We could jump down to the Fisher Hut, onto the roof, crouched with Featherfall and Jump Spell, and we land on the roof there, and then we trigger the encounter from the top of the roof. That's going to be because most of the... I don't know if they're going to attempt to cast Net on you when you are already wearing the Ring of Pre-Action, but it's going to trigger a lot of ranged attacks, at least from low ground. So that's going to be very beneficial for the Holy Lands helm.
You mean that?
Yeah, so I think I want to do it that way. I want to jump all the way down to the roof there and just take them all on the roof. That's how I want to do it. And I feel good about that because we have the necrotic resistance, so I feel good about that.
You have the necrotic resistance. I failed for the second time in a row.
Okay, I'll wait for you. But that's what I feel like I want to do. So we are going to head down to the Shadow Curse Kuatoa. I'm just going to go down and scour the area, wait for you to join me.
Yes.
Okay, why didn't we take the waypoint? None of us took the waypoint.
Because we forgot, because we immediately entered, and I wanted to go outside last stream, and you said, no, let's do a few things first and get the waypoint inside. That's sufficient.
And then I killed myself. And just for your information, if you don't recall, the infernal iron is placed right outside of the Mason's Guild.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I would like to have the
Yeah.
infernal iron
Yes.
actually.
And it's not inside the Mason's Guild. I mean that can kind of be a little bit deceiving. It's if you look in the multi-stream, it's right here.
I don't see you. I need to. Wait a minute. Please stay at this place.
Yeah, no worries.
Screen froze. Oh come on! I'm having a sapphire, and it's the 5th time in a row that I failed to check. God, where is that? Ah, it's really upside. Okay. Well, I need to go asleep again.
What kind of a check is it that you're attempting to do?
A religion check
Oh, okay.
at the altar.
Right. If you're farming free consumables, it would be fun if there was a small chance to get something real from scratch. If
Yeah,
if he
sometimes it's a small health potion.
yeah, but like you know what I mean. If he showed up with a specific item or something that there was a low chance of getting.
Yeah, but then everyone would just chain partial rest.
Yeah, sure.
Finally, I got it.
Wow, it was a clean 14. Well, not a clean.
Yeah.
Right.
So, well, are you just gonna take from Rivewind Town the waypoint and then go up there?
Yeah. I'm already on my way.
Okay.
And if you go that way, you're going to go right past the infernal iron.
Okay, let's do it. We mustn't forget to enchant our weapons.
Yes, I have already done so. I'm using the Nair Missile. And I am tempted, I have to say, to use the gauntlets, what's the name? The Helldust gauntlets to get extra fire damage for that offhand.
Yeah.
But
me too.
But I do want the armor class because I actually prefer if they miss me and they take the retribution damage from the Holy Lance Helm. I think the Holy Lance Helm plus the luminous armor is going to be a lot of fun. So that's my idea. Also, like gimmick wise, for the way that I play the Paladin, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Well, for my character, as I'm using increased crit rate weapon and having the reroll on damage of 1, I believe I might just get the Helldusk gloves from Damon. Come on, Mr. Damon. Give me the Helldusk gloves. And I think I found material you could work with it. Flawed Helldusk gloves. Those are gonna be some of my favorite gloves right now. And let me... Oh, the Kuotoa, they are all wet, right?
Yeah. They are all wet, indeed.
Which means that enchanting our weapons with the lightning damage will do a lot.
The fire damage is actually not very strong because of the wet condition. And they're permanently wet for whatever reason. They never dry up. So I just
Or we could do cold to to melt the puddles on below them, because the lightning electrifies the
oh yeah,
puddles, and then
that's
you get
probably even
lightning
better.
damage.
Yeah, that's even better. I did the other thing, so we'll have to see. That's not what I'm most worried about at this moment.
So, and there's my unseen menace.
And I am using the Boots of Stormy Clamor to increase the condition stuff. Probably I should use the
me too. They are one of my.
Should I add the Defender Flail to this?
I mean, for your build, definitely they will miss you like all the time.
Yeah. So I'm sitting at 23 armor class right now. I don't know what the, but I do know that the luminous armor radiant orbs is going to light up the encounter place. So probably the ring of twilight is not going to be valuable. But I am going to keep it just for the beginning of the show. We'll see what happens, and then I'll just throw. Yeah.
I need to be careful because we did not kill the shadows on the town square already.
Why do you go that way? If you go the other way for where you get the infernal iron as well.
Oh.
You can but that's fine. But you can there's a walkway, like a big, I don't know, tree.
Oh, I'm seeing it. I see it, but I already sneaked past them.
Okie dokie.
So
let's go in and have some fun with the Kuatoa. See if that doesn't give us a level up.
Yeah, I still need to reach them, of course.
Yeah, so I think I'm just going to set it up real quick here. So where is the jump ring? Go. And then
it's so easy to miss the teleport waypoint there. Because, of course, when you go there, then Raphael talks to you and he says, go in, go in.
He does.
And then you haven't unlocked the teleport waypoint yet.
Right. I took the jump, and I'm on the fishing hut right now, ready to fight.
Well,
if you
can't jump over there without the jump ring?
I don't think you can. The way I did it was that I did the slow fall, feather fall from the boots.
Yeah.
And then I
jumped from the
then the jump ring. I also have the jump, the Githyanki Psionics jump that I could.
You can't jump over there without the jump ring.
No.
I can.
Without the jump, but you can jump back. So if shit hits the fan, you can just jump back. You can jump backwards and forwards between the two places. No problem. So like if things goes really bad, but I don't think they will actually. I think these Kuatoa will just explode all over the place.
I think.
And it's funny the way that this fight is. I don't know. It's structured. The way it's structured is that you walk into this trap. It's designed so that you go down here to explore, and then you're being surprised by all of these fish people in the corner of the map, basically. And so I don't even know if they get a surprise round on you if they see you first. But
so let me just prepare my stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna use the Amulet of the Harpers as my neck piece, actually. Then this is the Ring of Jumping. So then we are gonna choose the Boots of Stormy Clamor. So it is Featherfall.
Yeah. And the reason why, one of the other reasons
Jumping.
why, and I know these guys are kind of scary in melee because they have a lot of damage riders and stuff. We're countering most of that with the necrotic resistance to the physical attacks that they do.
Oh, I just failed the hiding check against them and revealed almost none of them.
Right. Okay, but you can, I mean, you can summon the dog down there. You can,
I can attack the one that I revealed.
oh, that would be, yeah, up to you. I mean, the one you're pointing to saw me as well, but also the Kuatoa chief saw me, so both of those saw me. But I wouldn't want to move down from the hut. I mean, that's up to you. It's
Yeah. No. Oh, okay.
there we go. Now the encounter started for you, so
Encounter started for me.
so I guess you can do the first round.
Yes.
And you're also using the protection from evil and good.
Yes, of course.
You're going to head into the. I swear to God, the psionic overload. The second that we get the armor from Grim, it's going to be mandatory for most
Where
fights.
is it? I believe I accidentally
What did you
removed it. There's stage fright. I wanted to stage fright them.
Yeah. That's not a half bad idea, actually. I think I want to do that as well.
Come on. I want the thief in the stage fright as well.
Let's
There
see.
it is.
I got it on all of them. And the encounter started for me as well here.
Another day, another fight.
Keep going, she says.
Yeah, so the lightning vulnerability is a pretty strong player for the offhand.
Oh, I forgot that we don't have the bonus action thing yet.
We don't? Oh yeah, you're right.
Nope.
We don't. We do not.
Well, I just lost my action. Let's see how this works out now. At least the big Kuatoa cannot dash.
Doesn't seem like it, no. I'm a little bit interested. Now the big guy is coming up to me. I mean, the protection from good and evil should be very helpful. That was the first couple of 2d10, 2d6 of psychic damage. Oh, that's from the stage fright. Yeah.
Yeah. So now some are on top of the roof, but armor destroy them one by one.
So they're going to throw their nets onto me, not hitting. And the reverberation radiant orbs spreading from the luminous armor is just ridiculous. That's all I can say. So I'm just going to look at it real quick. Now, because of the radiant orb explosion, some of them have 6 radiant orbs on them.
I barely can't kill them. Well then.
That is... Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. Remember to add the Divine Smite as a reaction to your actions.
Yeah, we removed this the last time.
Yep. Oh, yeah, there we go. So I'm losing my added armor class because now everything is lit up. So I have to go into the shadows to kind of get that back. I wonder if the Kuatoa can actually push you off of the building. I
don't know. I've never seen them trying to push.
No, that doesn't seem like they're doing it. No. But I mean, in my screen, it's a lot of lights, a lot of radiant orbs. Generally, being sort of unhittable. I mean, I am hittable, obviously. I'm going to jinx it now, but being close to unhittable with the protection from good and evil seems to be one of the potentially strongest things in the entire game. Like a relative high armor class and protection from good and evil seems to... maybe it has to do with the armor class that you're able to achieve.
Thinking. I believe I might just smite the Q to achieve.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty necessary. Remember that these guys have hella good loot.
Yeah. I would like to get a crit on them. Oh, I also deactivated... No, I did not deactivate Luck of the Far Realms. You are gonna get shoved off.
And from the discussion that we had the other day about the role of the fish people in this game, that it seems a little bit like every zone has its own fish people.
Has its own fish people, yeah. Who are doing random stuff.
Just extremely overtuned XP wise.
Yeah. So that one wants to go towards me. Kill yourself, fish people.
So, if you want to take the oh, hello Druidum.
Hi,
Oh, shit, I
Druidum.
can't. He's in my chat. Hello Druidum. Since I can't since we can't, like, once you get to Act 2, if you do a region lock playthrough where you don't access anything else, in Act 2 you are going to have the stuff that we have. So Act 2 is not going to be any harder. No matter how you want to restrict yourself. So Act 2 is still going to be what it is right now.
So the chief. Do not react, and this is gonna get smited now, and you're gonna get thrown off. Oh,
Yeah, you can't do that. They're just gonna
Nope.
come back. Fish people.
doesn't allow me to.
If you throw the fish people off, as far as I know, they respawn immediately.
Oh, you mean in the water? No,
Yeah.
I wanted. My shaft failed. That's what it was. None of them hit me yet. But my AC is not that high. So there's a lot of electricity now, because here's the weapon which Karlach used forever. Do you mean me, Ginger Bananas, or do you mean hardcore?
How did I take all of that damage? Kuatoa used ranged attack. Was a critical hit. Okay, 14 damage from piercing. Oh,
And now I lost protection from evil and good.
same. How did
Yeah,
I
I know why it's that way, Druida. I was just trying to get into a place where I'm not in the electrocuted water because I believed that I was in the electrocuted water and I wasn't. And don't you just love it when the first instance of damage you take takes away your concentration spell?
Yeah, it was for me. It was like it was a critical fail. But that's the thing. That's why I don't like to play without. I don't like to play without that feat. Basically, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. How do I deal with this? Do I want to re-enable protection from evil and good as my action? Or do I want to spend my action making 2 attacks? That is the question. I think it's actually a little bit too dangerous to be fighting without...
Let's try it.
I still have my jump. I don't have my jump. Okay. Let's
They are
try to
immune to being electrocuted.
this guy. And then we jump. And then we move. And shoot.
I'm in electrocuted water again.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
Kuatoa bosses seem to be one of the few enemies that can't dash like at all.
Yeah, Druida, because like you know, I try to avoid consumables in my playthroughs in general, like as a baseline, and not having the advantage on, in my opinion, concentration is not very good. Like having too high a chance of failing, and if you want to avoid that chance, I think, in my opinion, having the Warcaster is the only way.
Well, Armor used the Sharon armor.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
That's one of the main things for me in the future.
But I am very much married to the Warcaster feat. Yes.
So with Smite the Graceless, already half of the Kuatoa killed themselves.
Yeah. I'm done. Just waiting for you.
No traps, please.
Yeah. We've had a lot. Me and Ginger had a big talk about the whole mobile feed situation, and I was playing a now deceased fighter who attempted Merkel without the mobile feed, and I actually don't think that encounter is doable without the mobile feed. Both the mobile feed and probably the Great Weapon Master feed are both necessary for the Merkel encounter with my rule set, I think. If I ever am going to try Lae'zel again, I think that's what I need to have. But I didn't feel like the fighter was a particularly strong candidate for the solo run. I felt that, and I know it's not, it's a good class, but it wasn't. It didn't feel very, very strongly suited for the challenge as compared to some of the other classes that I played. Yes, it felt underwhelming, and the way that I was doing it was that I was fighting it with a dual wielder fighter. And so what my general plan was to bring in the advantages of the dual wielding alongside with the Morning Lord's Light, or whatever that one is called, from the Crash, where you get 1d4 of radiant damage to your attacks. alongside with all of the other buffs, and trying to simply see if I couldn't radiant orb lock Merkel, even with this magical plate getting in my way. And so I failed on the Morning Lord's Radiance. I lost the buff somehow, and I ended up going in to just see what happens. And the damage output was so low that I don't think it's ever going to be possible, no matter how many times I try, with that specific setup. And so my baseline conclusion was you need the Great Weapon Master feat to do it, and probably the Doomhammer is my guess.
There's another one.
But I'm not sure it's absolutely doable. I felt that it was problematic, and probably somebody other than me has better success.
How did I take so much damage?
I remember your first Karlach fight with Merkel. I remember fully watching it and thinking like, oh my god, I feel sorry for that guy. So if you do want to try and complete like a solo run with, I don't know, melee only and shit, and you want to try and see if you can't beat Merkel, I think you need at least a mobile feat, and maybe you need the healing potions to support the stuff. And maybe like a cloud giant elixir as well to get the damage modifier up, something like that. I'm guessing, without knowing for sure. But it was dual wielding. I think is not possible. Even if I had the radiant damage and the luminous armor or whatever to kind of back it up, I think I would still be in a lot of trouble. So very, very, very difficult fight.
Yeah, unfortunately my Eldritch Knight died before. My plan was to try if it works without dual Doomhammer, like with hastening myself, bone chill and attacking. But that's an Eldritch Knight thing, because then you can attack as a bonus action after you cast a damaging cantrip. So I am done. I got hit for 17 lightning damage randomly.
Yes. Yeah. I also got a very high critical hit, and like as we discussed, not getting the criticals, not getting the adamantine armor early is not an advantage in any way. But that was like a priority for whatever reason that we decided to have. We should probably just have gone for that, like, 3 hours into the game or something. But now we're here.
Now we're here. We're doing that. There's a note, a random one.
I have 0 spell slots, but we can go ahead with. Let's see, what is the next thing that we want to kill?
Either the measles, or the dogs, or the mean locks.
All right. But do we want to go up against any of those without spell slots?
I believe the ones that are most likely, I believe it's the dogs that are the easiest to deal with right now.
Yeah, so what I can do is I can cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself using the Ethel Amulet, and then I can use the Shattered Flail, dare I speak its name, and the healing necklace.
And don't forget the boots of striding.
Yes.
You have to have them on before you cast Protection from Evil and Good on yourself.
I didn't know. That's too late.
Because they only work if you concentrate, if you have them on and you cast the concentration spell. Then it puts it on the effect that you can't be knocked prone and moved.
Then there is only one thing left to say, and that is good night.
Okay.
This is it's a little bit funny actually. Like a lot of these small mob packs that's the one really positive thing I have to say about Act 2, is that a lot of these small mob packs are very gimmicky. If you walk into those fights without knowing what the monster type does, you can get into a lot of trouble real quick. Like the dogs, one of the dogs is going to cast Terrify or Frighten. What is it? Fearful on you, which is like you lose your weapon and you run away, and it's very, very bad. All of the other dogs have a standard check in all of their attacks where they prone you, and once they prone you, you're in a heap of trouble. So I mean, it's not a terribly hard encounter, but you have no idea what's going on. It can be semi-lethal.
So I'm doing the dogs.
On my way there, with you.
I just walked past the mazels, that was the problem. So, Minfara boots.
I'm still going to use the shattered flail. It's practically the only place like right here that this is a problem is by the goddamn radiant retort guys downstairs.
Do I have the Minfara boots? Yes.
Right. So I'll be
Good. Armor reduce my crit. Armor reduce the crit I need to roll by 1 more. I could restore a spell slot if I wanted to, but I'm not doing this unless it's a level 2 spell slot. Oh, you know what? Let's heal myself to full with Saloon Ace Dream. And
yeah, but the thing is though that I'm currently using this because Ginger and we made a horrible oopsie in the beginning of the game, so none of us have the Ring of Protection. So I'm wearing the Ring of Twilight at the moment to increase my armor class. And if I'm lit up, if there's any light source close to me, I'm not in any kind of obscurity. So what I'm hoping is that right outside of the, which has to be a little a ways. Just want to move the Moonlight Lantern just a little bit, just to mess with them just slightly.
Ah, yeah, Moonlight Lantern.
So
because they teleport.
So approximately 2-3 meters away from the Moonlight Lantern light radius, it's going to get like obscure, and that's what I want. So I need when I put out this last standing torch, it should make me obscure again, which is the idea. But then I shouldn't be using the luminous armor. I don't care. I don't care. Let's just bring in something else then. I don't care. Whatever. Let me know when you're ready, Ginger, to pop it off.
Yeah. I should also drop a Moon Lantern and use another helmet.
Yeah. So, okay, so
I wanted to use the critical helmet from the gauntlet, but you are right. Well, let's just use the Holy Lance helmet and get it on.
And we forgot to talk to Maul after saving
Arabella.
Saving Arabella the first time. And like it's funny, we did the same thing because we have like a plan that we follow, and you know, shit happens. Okay, I'm attacking the lantern. Oh, I'm right next to the Alpha Mastiff. That means I can actually punch it in the face immediately.
Me not, but I could just draw my moon lantern with me and
Okay, we're going to
attack
do a
it.
Oh, it chose not to. Interesting. It chose not to do. Oh, now comes the terrifying howl. And let's see. It's a DC 11. And with the aura of protection, that pretty much helps me out. Okay.
Almost.
What? That was another critical hit for 22 piercing damage, dude.
And the alpha's dead. Well, doggos, you're gonna die.
And I don't know about the ring from the Shadow Steve Alpha is a pretty interesting item. Oh wait, I didn't. What the? Okay, I didn't pull the last one. That was some weird. I still have one left here. That was not what I wanted to do.
Well, let me just smite that one.
The ring from the Mastiff Alpha, the Shadow Cloak ring that adds 1d4 damage against lightly or heavily obscured creatures, is pretty interesting because it adds to the total damage of the attack that you're doing. As far as I know, that means if you're doing a melee attack, it's going to add to the damage type of your weapon. I don't know if it also adds, for instance, as a secondary or an added damage rider to a smite, for instance. I don't know. We would have to check that out. So probably that will be a thing that I'll be looking at once we clear things, because that could be interesting. If you can add the baseline of your damage roll is what I mean. That could be good. Okay, Ginger, where are we going next? No, I don't have anything.
Either the measles or the mean locks.
No, the Githyanki doesn't have any of that sort. Let's just go to fight the. Let's go fight the measles. What is the? So they could.
They can garrot you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So you need the ring of reaction.
Yeah. But it's still like we need to burn through a lot of hit points. And they can still,
they have a lot of hit points.
And they can
maybe
crit
not.
You. Yeah, they can crit you and whatnot. So really what we're looking at here is another fight without critical strike immunity, right?
Yes. Well, then I am really close to level 7.
Yeah, me too.
Then let's do the mean logs and be done with it. And then after we're level 7, Grim. Instantly Grim.
I'm putting my faith in you.
Why don't you have crit immunity? Because we did not dare to do Grim early.
I am going to go and see if I cannot collect a shield, actually, that I think I would like for this little bit.
Bet that'll fit in my pack.
And also, I'm
What
afraid...
is early? Level 5 is early, yes. We wanted to not do it before. I don't actually know why we didn't want it before. But yeah.
It's definitely my fault, because you like to do it at level 4 already, and I felt like there was so much content that we could do without the critical strike immunity. And now at this point it just feels a little bit stupid, because we are going to use it anyway once we get it. So why don't we just get it as fast as possible?
Yeah.
So it's my
So-
bad. I failed the I failed the perception check at the rocks. Let me just see what the roll was. Oh, it's an 18 DC actually. It's a very high DC.
I believe it's a rather high roll.
Yeah.
Well, let me go to the rocks and see if I get the shield, even
That
though I don't
sucks.
use shields.
Well, just so you can smear it in my face, I got the shield.
Yes.
It's actually a pretty good shield, like all things considered. It's I think it's 6 turns of additional armor class, which is pretty good. Oh, and another thing is that we didn't get the Darkfire shortbow. Why did I not get that item yet?
I didn't get it because I didn't have enough money.
I'm
I
pretty
don't know
certain
about
that
you.
I should have enough money by now.
Oh, I don't want to try to find this now, because I would use guidance and this would break my protection from evil and good.
Right. Yeah, I just couldn't keep concentration for whatever reason. Okay, I'm just going to go and talk to Damon and sort out this business, and then I'm ready.
Actually, I should sell. I should still sell stuff.
I wonder if you sell this the Shah Spear of the Night, does it reappear in your hands when you're talking to the Night Song?
I don't know. I know that that there's a special dialogue for Shadowheart if you lost the Spear of Night. So if you threw it into the abyss.
Yeah.
Here if you need anything.
Don't you have the Invis Spear? Which one of us? Druida. Because I primarily use the Invis Spear, but this is because my fighting style is, of course, two-handed fighting, a dual weapon. How is this fighting style called? I will look it up immediately. Great weapon fighting. No, hardcore uses the dueling fighting style. I mean, I did it because I thought I'm already a half orc, and for Oath of Vengeance, you get all this. You can get on-demand advantage, which I'm not gonna use on myself, by the way. I will only use the Vow of Enmity on enemies, but not on myself, because this is a bug and not intended. And down to the main locks. Oh, by the way, do I have enough money? Oh, I would have enough money for the Darkfire shortbow.
So this is a melee fest, right?
The main locks?
Yeah.
I mean, you can just jump around between two platforms and they can never reach you.
Interesting.
I forgot where the entrance to the main locks is there. Is the cracked wall?
Do I want to go?
Why is a number from Germany calling me?
Maybe you won the lottery.
Yes, of course. I love how the wall is getting bone chilled. Why do you use the doom hammer to open it up?
So what they're doing is not the fearful, it's just the frighten, right? So they just frighten you.
Just to frighten, and with protection from evil and good you're immune, and they shadow teleport.
This is pretty much an armor stack situation for me. And the luminous armor, I think, is the best option.
I don't think they can even prone you, so...
But do I want the healing? That's the question. Do I want the flint mail for this? Flint. I think I do, actually.
Let's get inside. Last light in is like, if you do a run where you allow yourself to pickpocket, last light in is like the freest region of them all.
Okay.
Because there's no prison guards, you can't get out of the prison easily, and then you just wait the few turns where you have to debuff that every guard is watching you.
Okay. So give me one moment before you begin the encounter.
Yeah. And I am using for this encounter Jogorel's Greatsword, because there will at some point be a million measles lined, a million meanlocks being lined up, just begging for me to attack all of them at once. Hardcore could use 2 lightning jabbers. Mini has the dueling playstyle, not the two-handed weapon. Not the dual wielder fighting style.
This is a defensive measure, but yeah, that could be fun. Yeah, for sure. That's the next idea.
So you know, Druida, the original idea of my build was to take Resilient Constitution. That's why I have 15 con at level 8, one of my favorite feats. And the plan for Mercool is then to have haste on myself and the Dark Justiciar armor to have advantage on the Constitution saving throws, and then just bonk Mercool multiple times hastened. Or do something else with my second action, like casting the level 3 Paladin spell to get my hit points back. Oh.
I think this is the setup. Where are you? Are you down there already?
I'm down there already.
Right. And what angle are you going to approach this from?
From the cells.
Okay, because I'm going to do it.
So when you destroy the wall on the backside of the cells, because there you can get a little further into the room without them seeing you at first. From the one side, there's one meanlock that is relatively close to the entrance. I don't like that.
Going to do it from the other angle.
Okay, so actually you don't need a free action here. Let's just do it like that. This is trapped. There would be the luminous gloves.
No.
This fight scared you so much on your first run. Hardcore, was it a good or a bad no?
What?
Was that a good or a bad no?
That was you're talking about the luminous gloves, and that's not quite true. It's the coruscation ring, right, that you're talking about?
Oh, well,
Uh,
the ring that is in this locked chest.
Yeah.
The thing that is in this locked chest.
The gloves that we were talking about earlier are locked behind the measles.
Ah, they're at the measles. I
Yes.
always mix those items up.
Okay. Do we? Oh, right now going into that chest doesn't make any sense because
No.
you want to take it. You want to do
You-
them. You want to do them at that point because I like to actually do them by the door down here. And so one thing that would have been nice in this encounter would have been having access to Lathander's light that we didn't get yet for, I don't know, various reasons. But yeah, we should probably just head in there and do our worst.
I believe a lot of our failed decisions are that we overanalyzed the shit out of this run and overlooked obvious things.
All right. Okay.
So-
Anywho, let's go and do the thing. I'm going to shoot them
So,
and activate the fight.
I have protection from evil and good. I have stuff. Yeah. So I'm doing it from up here. Is there any other one that I want? No, I want to kill that one. Then
These boots have seen everything.
they are all faster than me. That's the 14 AC.
All right.
That's the 14 dex.
Yes, I'm also at the bottom of the initiative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the shadow teleport. I didn't throw down the moonlight lantern either. So, but I'll probably do that next round. But they will all be surrounding me, and one of the issues here is that they can roll like the critical strike attack, right? But they have to roll 2 20s, right? Or they have to disable your protection from good and evil by hitting you, and then they can subsequently hit you with Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to go. By the way,
Did you enchant your weapon hardcore?
I did.
Still breathing.
Yeah, because I changed weapon and then realized, oh, the weapon I have is not enchanted.
Right. So I am going to attack these poor guys with the wrath of the flint mace. 85% attack roll there. That's not very good. Don't want to be healing just yet. I'll just be this. Why does this guy have? Do they have like a special ability, these guys?
Wait, I can't see. Let me. Why do I always have to refresh the page? Because it's always stuttering for me, and then oh, now you have an ad. I mean, they have 16 armor.
Yeah.
So
But this is
already
this is something
quite
else.
high.
This is something else. They all have 17 AC. And one of them, when I try to attack it, has a 70% chance to hit, and the one next to it has 85% chance to hit.
Because you already hit the one, and it
Oh, that's
and
the favorable beginnings. But then I have favorable beginnings. Oh, okay. So because the dog attacked the other one, the favorable beginnings are gone. Okay, I see. That's just stupid. Let's try to hit this guy. Let us blast it with a critical strike hit and a divine smite. That seemed to work. Wow, that really blinded me real life. Jesus. And another critical hit. Boom! The light. And there was a hit, and the protection from evil and good instantaneously gone, Ginger. It's Let me just check this. So, broke concentration, failed the save. So I roll a 4. I have a 75% chance of succeeding the check. And I roll the 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Healing Radiance as a bonus action. That should bless me. Does bless me.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to recast the protection from good and evil. Like a champ. And then we're just going to sit it out here in the middle of everything and probably go mad next turn.
Why are you going mad, hardcore?
Because you know what I'm about.
This is not a good place to go mad.
This is, well, I mean, yeah,
That
there we
was a
go.
low
And
roll.
now, oh, no madness. We're just, oh my goodness, this is so bright. Oh, this is so bright. My eyes. Jesus, can't see a goddamn thing real life.
Can I knock it down? Yes, I can. Oh, by the way, hardcore had an eye operation. That's why.
Yeah, so I just had to go through an eye operation earlier today, and as a result, my eye is not particularly fond of the radiant orbs at the moment. But anyway, I see that as long as you have the protection from good and evil going, and they can't hit you, everything is just Gucci. But like if you get crit and you lose that defensive spell, then that's not very good. Because everything when it's lit up with radiant orbs is basically free. A freebie. But I could still die if I have bad rolls here. In principle.
He's the one that got crit. Who do I kill? That one I kill. Oh. That died. Okay. Those meatlogs make disgusting sounds. There it is. And that one died.
Did I? Oh, I succeeded the saving throw for the love of God. Okay, so lost all of its radiant orbs.
Oh.
How did that happen? Oh, that's
If
because I
if
am
they
not doing
hit, can I like? Oh no,
Ginger?
I almost died.
Why did you do that?
Wrong ring.
Wrong ring?
They can I forgot they can paralyze you.
God damn it.
Well,
So what? Well, how are you going to deal with this?
I put on the necklace of misty stepping.
But they will also shadow step to you, right? Are you going to try to purchase around? You can't move because you're frightened.
I still have the moon lantern.
You do, and you also have the thing that was going to resurrect you. Oh, okay, you can take the healing as well. Yeah. Is this the second time that Jesse was revived by the orc racial, half orc racial?
It seems like it.
Always room for more?
Actually, yes. Second time the orc racial healed me.
Fantastic. Well, that's also a theme in this run.
Fantastic. Yeah, like every battle we almost die.
Well, and some battles we do die. But let's just leave it at that.
So T-Rocket blasts off.
Yeah. Well, you didn't. Yeah. I mean, you could have a counter of how many times you died, and the orc racial resurrects you. That would be.
That would be fun, actually.
That would be suitable. So already we're at two deaths.
Yeah.
Okay, Ginger. But yeah, but a lot of these I like the mean locks here. That was on your recommendation, because I would always normally postpone them out of fear of what they would do to me. But you convinced me that this was a good idea. So the fact that you almost died is a little bit disturbing. But it's fine. Let's move on to the next bit on the list here. We have the Mason's Guild undeads, and those are easy for sure. So we should just go and do those.
I need. Yeah, that is the gauntlet. That was just stupid. I got seduced by, oh, crit. I will just click on my smite. Nope.
Yeah.
Don't do that against
But
Char
it was
undead.
it was a very fascinating recovery. You know, you have to kind of keep that in mind. It's a little bit of an extra challenge run, because you kill yourself like every time you have a chance, and then you kind of show everybody who's a boss and who could just recover from being at 1 HP. So I think respect from that. But yeah, the orc recovery stuff on honor mode is ridiculous for sure. For sure it is. But
Because I would have died second time over.
Yeah. But it wasn't it wasn't really because of the orc racial, that particular orc racial, that you chose the half orc, right? It's
No,
because of the extra
it was because of the
strike die.
criticals.
Yeah. The savage attack stuff thing, or whatever it's called. That was the real reason. Right. So I'm 70. Yeah, sorry.
You know what? I will just do the old rule of thumb for all of Act 2, not even thinking about, never putting off Ring of Reaction. Never again.
Never again.
Because that almost death, that was preventable if I didn't forget about the paralyze of the mean locks.
Okay, I'm heading down to the ghosts in the Mason's Guild then.
Well, now I need a long rest, because now I depleted all my resources.
Yeah. I didn't take one before. I think I just took. But like, definitely it is a very annoying thing for sure that the Paladin needs all of that rest to work. It's really it becomes really apparent for me, at least, that we get into that situation all the time where we can't really do a lot without a rest.
Yeah.
In solo, of course. Character would have contributed massively in a party setup.
So, oh yeah, Balthazar's there.
Are you already in Balthazar dialogue or what?
Well, not. He just opened the door.
Bet I can crack that open.
But because I killed every Justiciar. Oh. What is this door weak to? Slashing.
This is. Oh, we agree that we're going to the shadows in the Mason's Guild, right?
Yes, we agree.
Okay.
I just want to long rest before the
Yeah.
altar because I have to get the blessing again anyways.
Oh yeah, right. That's the thing. I almost forgot. It's actually a little bit annoying. I mean, you don't really need the skill that much in it's not that critical. It's just that for so many of the encounters, the necrotic damage is something that you take in the physical attack. So it does make a lot of sense. It's just a big hassle doing this.
Yeah. Good. I believe I will soon come to a point where you were with Will that I need to purchase camp supplies. So, religion check.
Yeah. So say Huke is talking about the radiant orbs. And the radiant orbs, I went online at some point. I didn't really go somewhere to find out about the power of the radiant orbs. Just as a disclaimer, but I did go online later on looking at various posts about it, and the general consensus is that it's slightly cheesy. At least a lot of people seem to think so. So it is extremely OP for sure. Like if you think about it, if you can add 4 radiant orbs to 3 targets, for instance, that's a debuff of -4 to their first attack on you. That's basically like getting +4 armor class. So it is very, very strong. And for the paladins here, I think it's more of a consideration of a way that they can channel the radiant damage or the stuff that they already do into something valuable. But it does require the luminous armor, which is absolutely broken, for sure. Is this check just a shit show? Let me just see. Astral
this
knowledge
check
intelligence.
is a shit show for me. At least for me, the 14, which means I have a 50-50 with all my modifiers.
Yeah. Alright. Are you ready, Eddie, to go into the...
Wait a minute. Wrong ring there. This ring will go for the Mason's Guild.
I'm kind of happy, at least, that when you look at, for instance, the protection of good and evil versus haste, at least the way that I use the haste spell, and versus the way that the radiant orbs work, the guardian spirits work from the cleric, and sort of the various relevant concentration spells, you do have to choose. There are lots of situations where you need to make a call. Do I want to use the one concentration spell or the other concentration spell? So, and that is kind of an aspect that I really like about this game. I mean, concentration spells are super annoying, but at the same time, the fact that you can't get all of it is pretty good. And any contestant...
that is the D&D balancing for these powerful spells. That it can only have concentration on one thing.
Yeah, and any contestant... How does protection from good and evil work in tabletop? Do you remember?
I believe the same.
Yeah, it's extremely good. Like a fighter with protection from good and evil and a 16 constitution stat and an AC of, I don't know what's realistic in D&D, 17, 18, 19. 19 probably is realistic, I'm guessing. That's just That's just going to be very difficult for regular undead mobs that you're fighting
Come
to
on.
actually hit you.
Why
I need a
won't you
moment to
let me
prepare
put
before we
on
head
my
in here.
shield? Oh, I did not buy the ring from Mattis.
Oh, me neither. Do you normally buy that ring? I just kind of intimidate him. Okay.
Well, I deceive him. But yeah,
Right. So
let's
I'm
see.
going to just, because I'm switching a little bit between the weapons here. I mean, if I had the option to go really high on AC, probably that's what I would be doing every time. But right now I'm going to just use the defender flail for a little bit because it is very strong. But I do probably not the luminous armor here.
Well, let's go and get the key.
One less
Last
piercing.
let in.
They're doing slashing damage, these guys. Yeah, so the flawed Helldusk armor is not that interesting here, actually. Then I do not want to use it.
Mattis, where are you? Ah, I need the Ring of Geniality first. Which one is it? This is it, right? Yeah.
And a quick tip: this is a very odd phenomena. And I have a random short video on YouTube with the instance, but so there are two moonlight lanterns that you can acquire in the game. The one of them is, of course, is from Balthasar's chamber, and the other is the leftover moonlight lantern from the pixie. If you drop the moonlight lantern if you drop the moonlight lantern from the pixie, what is going to happen is that the wraiths, or the big flying ghost, I think aren't they called wraiths? I think the wraiths, yeah, the big ghosts are actually going to go and pick up your moonlight lantern, effectively equipping it. And like moving the moon shield aura around the room. That's one thing. That's very gimmicky. But when you then kill off the wraith, the moonlight lantern disappears with the wraith, so it becomes part of the wraith permanently, and you cannot get it back. And I don't know if this is also the case with the regular moonlight lantern that you get from Balthasar's room. But just know that the other moonlight lantern is usable throughout Act 2. But if you drop it, at least in this particular fight, the big wraith is going to go and pick it up straight up. It's very, very weird, but I'm guessing it's trying to escape with, or trying to replace the moonlight or something. But I don't need the light spell. Also, to read it, the wraiths are actually removing the light spell.
They move regular light.
Yeah, the only light source that the wraiths cannot remove is the moonlight moon shield aura. Maybe also the Blood of Lathander light source goes through, but that doesn't count as light in the same way that the moonlight lantern source does, for whatever reason. So any kind of light spell is going to be removed, but for your sake, I'm going to enchant myself with light to prove it. But I don't need the light source. It doesn't do anything for me in this fight anyway.
Then let me just... Why do I have this all of a sudden?
But I think actually also the probably the wraith is just going to beeline the light sources and snuff them out, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a kind of a thing that it likes to do, if I'm not mistaken. But Ginger, are you ready to go? And probably we'll see how much time we have before. I think my daughter needs to be picked up very soonish.
Yeah.
So if we can go
So
and
the
F
note
these
from the
guys up,
maze.
that would be great. I just wish I had a better amulet. Something that worked that synergized with something else. That would just be great.
So
It's just the some of the choices, like the Broodmother's Revenge is very strong. Amulet of Restoration is pretty good, but it kind of requires something else to really work.
good. Let me pre-buff.
Could be using the why didn't I think of this? The Shining Staver of Skulls.
You can use it.
Why don't I use that?
I don't know.
Why is it not even? That's very, very annoying. Anyway, now I decided to buff something else, so let's just go ahead and do this. Are you ready?
Nope.
Nope.
Unseen Menace. Then we have a ring that gives me damage against shadow creatures. Never gonna pull off this other ring again. Then protection from evil and good. And
All right. What now?
now I can golden. I can golden. Haha. Now I can start. So let me move in position.
I would have definitely used as long as you have something so strong as the Radiant Orbs working for you, like any kind of passive Radiant Damage Rider is fantastic. So that's a little bit annoying that I didn't think about this. I'm just going to sacrifice Scratch and pop the fight open. Or you want to go over there and do the sneak?
Oh,
I don't care.
I always forget that you can sacrifice Scratch. I never even really deal with Scratch.
No.
There's a shadow. Okay. Well, I will drop my Moon Lantern and then just shoot one.
This fight is just... Where are the goddamn
Shadow.
targets even?
There's one.
Oh, there they are. So far away, come on. Oh well.
Stealth successful.
Yeah, here you go.
Maybe I should stay forever. Light on my feet.
Just wanted to get into the initiative before the first round was over. No dice. Okay, so the Wraith is now heading for me, and I'm just going to brutally beeline it, I think. It's currently inside of the illuminated area. Don't think that's going to matter. And then let's try to see if we can't make it bleed. Level up. Generally, any of these shadow targets that are susceptible to radiant damage, it's just a ridiculous. I mean, the Paladin is strong for sure. I mean, it's easy to clear up all of these shadow guys when you have such an extreme Nova going on for you. But one thing that's even worse than this is the Cleric with the Radiant Orbs. Cleric with Radiant Orbs can simply do the lawnmower for these mobs. You just show up, and the only thing you need to make sure of is not to die from Strength Terrain and not lose your concentration. That's it. And then have a decent amount of armor class, really. And then it's just easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon
What is
squeezy.
going on? Why am I insta-killing these guys? Just dying. Because then the strength drain is... It hits you, so it does provoke... It provokes the concentration save. I'm still obsessing over the concentration of the protection from good and evil, which seems to be a very weak suggestion. Let me just say,
What do you mean, weak suggestion?
I mean, it's a weak suggestion because I don't seem to be holding concentration.
Oh, because you have 12 constitution.
Is that the... Yeah, but even with the 14 constitution, that wouldn't be... I wouldn't be that much closer to a desired... Generally, you don't want to be depending on something which is undependable. That's what I'm saying. And it feels like it's undependable.
Yeah, it is. This is a reason why I hate with all of my heart classes that why I with all of my heart want, let's say it like that way, constitution save proficiency.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And die. I'm just one hitting the shadows.
But for the yeah, me too. But for the one-hander, the sword and board paladin, using the shining skull staver with the radiant damage on there is going to be, I think, very good, because you're basically going to get 2d4 of added damage, and so it's going to be a 3d4 baseline attack that you're dealing every turn. That's already better than a two-handed axe. Or it's the same as. It's better than, because you have a higher baseline. Alright, level up here.
Level up for me too.
And I don't care about this at all. The magic weapon, is that?
It's one of the worst Paladin.
Yeah.
Well, it's. I actually use it when I'm forced to use the thing, the Doom Hammer.
Yeah, but you can already do that from the glaive, right?
It stacks with the glaive.
But the glaive is also makes the item a +1 item, or not really? Does it?
Yes, the glaive also gives it +1.
Yeah.
And glaive and magic weapon stack.
Yeah,
if you
for
use
sure.
both on the same weapon.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure that the stacking, that the glaive wasn't a real +1, but it was some sort of elemental enchantment, yada yada, whatever ability.
Well,
But I
glaive
guess-
does not stack with the elemental weapon enchantment.
It
That
does.
one I know.
Oh yeah. But the magic weapon is something else. Got it.
Yeah.
Just
Because the
going
glaive
to-
technically is the elemental weapon enchantment.
Saving versus guiding bolt. So the guiding bolt can in principle crit the trap here. Can in principle crit you for like 80 radiant damage.
Which
If I'm
guiding
not
bolt?
missing. Did you take the chest?
No.
Did you do the content down here outside of the? Did you go and loot the things?
No.
Oh, okay. And also the quest from the Mason's log here, I think is 95 XP. And now we know
I
all
don't-
about the Selenite resistance.
Oh, well.
And then I love the
Damn.
trap. The trap on its way down here is just fantastic.
Yeah.
It's
So I have the Relentless Avenger feat.
Uh-huh. What? I forget what it is that I get at level 7. Oh, I get the aura.
You get the aura of warding, that you take half damage from all spell attacks.
Yes, I know. Yeah, there we go.
Well,
Alright.
then let us do this Selenite resistance. Where is my guidance amulet? There it is.
So the Arcane Acuity helmet is never in, in any world going to be valuable, I think, to me.
Lockpick. And disarm the trap. Ooh, this is a 21.
I took the
That's a
blast.
lot.
As long as your half-orc racial is ready, I think you're good to go.
You're right about that. Of course. I took no damage. Okay. Taking no damage.
I do have them druid. I'm just extremely lazy when it comes to that stuff. I have all of it.
Well, I
so
believe
lazy.
I just made the mistake and put them into my camp chest. But other than that, I do have lockpicking equipment. I mean, I have Glove of Dexterity and the rest. Come on! Yes! I got into the secret room!
Alrighty,
But for this run, we don't use any of this. We're just selling it.
Yeah. Do we do the measles as well? Are you comfortable doing those, or do you just want to go get the critical strike immunity?
Critical strike immunity, Grim,
Okay,
please.
I'm going to the Ancient Forge. I think going down there and killing ourselves at Grim would be a great way to finish the stream.
Okay. Let me see. Do I even have the Nair Misser? I do have the Nair Misser. Do I have the Psychic Spark Amulet?
I think it's actually
I don't have it yet.
It's actually a little bit debatable if the so the Nair Misser with the Magic Missile. Okay, got it. Because it is a little bit, in my opinion, debatable when you have a martial, and you could actually just have like you could just have a weapon like
Yeah, it has normal range. Yeah.
Yeah, but because the range is very annoying. Oh, dude, we didn't do any fights in the Grimforge. We didn't do any fights.
No, we didn't.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna go down and explore real quick. And so, like, we need to do at least, so at level 7, let me just count the XP. At level 7 you get 201 10 XP for exploring, but that XP is going to radically go up once you get to a higher level. And actually, and another thing that I'm thinking about, because you can manage to kill the fire methods without triggering the exploration XP here. So that's one thing that you can go and trigger and fight without triggering the exploration point. probably you can get to Grim by doing the slow fall onto the lava elemental platform, fight the lava elemental, and then go back onto the Grim platform and do the Grim encounter there, and then do the exploration at a later level. I wouldn't be surprised if that's possible. But that is also a little bit over the top.
Ring of Geniality.
Alright, so what we need for this is the Fleet Fingers and Boots of Speed. And probably no metal armor, right? I know that in principle you don't want to be hit by
Heat metal.
Fire methods to get a turn, but let's just say that you have to do that.
Well, there is a light armor. It's the padded armor +2 that reduces bludgeoning damage by 2. It's no heavy armor master reduction by 3, but it is damage reduction from Grimm's Quakes.
Yeah. Is the luminous armor even considered metal?
I don't know.
It's like a hidden attribute in this game that some of the items is metal and some of them are not metal. And so you just have to look at them and assume.
I assume it's metal because it's a medium armor. I mean, there's those goblin brawlers who look like they'd 1000% have metal armor on, and then you can't heat metal them because they're not having any metal on them.
Mm-hmm. But the Shield of Devotion also looks a little bit like a metal shield.
Well, you use the Absolute's Warboard.
Why?
Because it's not made of wood. Not made of metal.
Okay, but are you certain that they're going to heat the shield as well?
I've never seen them heat metal a shield, but I never tried to have them heat metal a shield.
But I want the added 10 HP for this, so I'm going to be using it. And then as a weapon, like, it seems redundant. You can't really use anything outside of the stick anyway.
She doesn't have a +2 padded armor. Do I really need to travel back and buy one from Dammon now?
A +2 high, 14 hide armor also works, by the way.
Pardon?
The hide armor also works.
No, it doesn't give a bludgeoning damage resistance.
Oh, but like, is that really going to do anything for us?
Yes.
Could be using the Ice Bite robe from Act 2 as well. That's going to give you the Armor of
Agathis.
Plus 15 temporary hit points. That's funny. I think I'll do that.
That actually doesn't look bad.
And then that is that's a
In before the cloak is considered a metal item.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but this is actually like a pretty funny, weird thing because we all know how to do this, and don't think any of us expect that it's going to go horribly wrong. But I haven't had an encounter with the Grim over the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 runs where he hasn't brought me like below 20% hit points, because I just missed that window where he.
Me too. Oh, Druide, you missed my Bard run like 3 attempts ago, where I was like, you can reduce Grimm's movement with Spike Grove and Hunger of Hadar. Bard gets Plant Grove. Let's see. Turns out Plant Grove overrides the lava, so he doesn't get superheated.
I think Druid is a little bit confused about how we're going to handle this. And we're going to handle this like idiots by jumping down and fighting him down there, of course. Otherwise, I don't think we would be talking this much about it. We are going to hop straight down and fight Grim on the platform. And I think I actually am going to... Oh wait, the question is, do we want to...
And plants burn, right? Not in lava, Druide. The plants do not burn in lava.
We have the one issue though, that we do need to go. No matter what we do, we do need to go and get material for the stuff. So
Yes.
we can't really. So I'm guessing that you just want to do a cold enchant, a draconic cold, elemental cold on the weapon here. And I need to watch the clock really quick, because it's right now. Oh yeah, my daughter's being picked up by her grandmother. I just forgot. Okay. So with an AC of 15 seems a little bit stupid, but the whole heated metal thing is just a real issue. That's just going to get you killed.
Yeah. I haven't even unlocked the ancient forge yet, but this will be only a matter of seconds.
I saw.
By the way,
I saw somebody just another guy I'm following on Twitch who was doing a 4-man party run, right? But he was fighting Grim, like meleeing him, just fighting him straight up, and you can deal extreme amounts of damage to Grim, but for whatever reason Grim has karmic dice or whatever, so he just hits you all of the time with his attacks. So I don't think that I ever want to fight Grim like the way that you tried to do, and I knew that you had like tremendous bad luck with your rolls on your warrior, but I don't think that I want to risk that fight. Risk it that way. Ginger, I'm just going to do an encounter while you're preparing.
what kind of encounter are you doing?
So I need to collect. I cannot activate the forge.
You can get past them. You can get past the methods without fighting them
Okay. Really?
if you stay crouched.
And then you jump across. That's the
They never show up.
I'm going to take your word for it. You don't need to jump, you can just crouch.
I always jump over them, over this patch in the middle. I don't remember if they come up if you don't crouch. I mean, I believe I once accidentally walked in and they didn't spawn.
And so once you get across, you attack the... Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I think I'ma just use the... Don't forget to crouch again.
I like it how the near miss or the piercing damage is one of the ways that you can destroy the mithril things, but the slashing is not. That's pretty odd.
That's a pretty odd choice.
Right. Let's see if we can do or die.
Wait a minute.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Don't rush me.
No rushing. I'm not ready either. Need to go and collect stuff and stash. So I'm still thinking like the heavy splint mold and do we want... Oh wait, the haste helm probably is one of the better choices for this fight, right? If we can't use anything else.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else that we can really use. Maybe the Heldas. Oh, I don't know if the Heldas helmet is considered metal.
No. That's the problem. So yeah, I'm just going to run with this setup, you know. Maybe I should give myself some new colors so at least I could look good while dying. White and scarlet dye, that looks dramatic.
Very well.
Diblet.
So, padded armor +2.
Right. I'm looking very divine.
Then fleet fingers. Then boots of speed. As a weapon, I have the Club of Hill Giant Strength because it makes no difference. I mean, I could use the Shattered Flail, but so. And you enchanted the Nair Misser in your offhand with the Frost or your main hand weapon?
No, for the offhand. I see how you don't know which action is the stronger, but because perhaps the main action is too expensive to do dashes with when you need them, and the offhand action, the bonus action might be better to do the dashes when you need them because it's less expensive. But at the same time,
the main action is less expensive because you can do 2 shots.
Yeah, you're making a point. You're making a point. Okie dokie.
I mean, it's just a matter of switching them around.
So I decided to use the...
Oh, I already started a long rest cycle, so I don't have it anyways.
And I accidentally used my Shield of Thralls here, even though I wanted the Armor of Agathis. So probably I will just rebuff instead. Short rest, and then give the Shield of Thralls to Scratch.
So, rings. God, I haven't done Rim for so long. Actually, it's enough Ring of Jumping and Crusher's Ring. Because the rest we don't care about at all. Amulet for me, the Psychic Spark.
I have a problem.
What is it?
I don't seem to have Crusher's Ring.
Search for it in search bar.
Okay, found
Maybe
it.
you accidentally sold it.
No. It was in my inventory. I'm just too blind to see. Is there any spell that you would actually prepare as a concentration spell for this?
I mean, There's always the option of like using them in Fara boots so that you can't get proned. But
I don't want that. I want to be able to always
Yeah.
have the jump available, so I don't want to do that.
yeah, and I mean, you could go into your spell book
Yeah, yeah.
and at least prepare in your spell book the Cure Wounds spell.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And another thing is the Staff of Arcane Blessing that I could actually also precast. Even though
Yeah, I mean-
probably I would lose the...
That's it.
And the Psychic Spark. Yeah, I'm going to pop the Bless here. For the lulz. And then I'm going
I need to
pop
go into the main menu because
Yep.
I have the overlay glitch where I cannot access my spell book.
And I have the Ring of Free Action, which makes no sense either. And then...
I mean, difficult terrain can slow you down. You can walk in normal speed inside the lava. Don't you want to do that hardcore?
Appreciate the suggestion. Not particularly. I'm just going to keep the Ring of Jumping on, probably.
Yes, I'm gonna keep it on as well.
Hmm.
That one and Crusher's ring.
Yep. Alright, I'm ready to
And
do
what is another
this.
ring that we could use? Actually, none. Very well. So,
Can't give up now.
anything else for me? I mean, oh, I did not summon Scratch. There it is. Which spell?
Light on my feet.
And where's Scratchy Boy?
So I'm assuming that you always win the initiative over Grim.
He has like -2 or 3 initiative.
Yeah. I'm going
So
to...
as long as you have +1, you cannot lose initiative against him. So you are summoning Scratch behind the wheel, you say. And then keep him hidden.
Yeah. Fight has been initiated here.
Oh no!
No, I'm just going to wait.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
just initiating the fight here. Easy, easy.
So, I need to untoggle Scratch. Good. Let me once more take a look at it. So, I almost forgot something. Because I got revived, retoggle my aura. Helmet, we said helmet of haste helm. Because the rest doesn't even do anything for us. Hardcore, talk to me. Still level 3 magic missile. So,
Nice.
good. Then I will initiate the fight with a pre-buff jump. short rest, and then going on in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, Ginger. Let's yeah. Blender Druid wants me to melee him. I do have a blunt weapon, so we could just go all out. Okay. Are you ready to fight?
I am.
Yeah. I'm going to go. Going to attempt to hit the so-called magic pixel that that Seihuke has alluded to in his YouTube video. I tried this before where it didn't quite work out the way that I wanted it to, but either of the two locations that you can go to seems to be relatively okay. The reason why the preferred modus would be to go over here is because if you can get Grim to be positioned with within the lava and on the crucible, and he then gets his turn, he's not going to be able to reach you once you then go to this location. From this location over here, there's something about this pathing that's going to interrupt his movement some, and he's actually going to end up on the other side of the crucible, so you can smack him again. So and it does seem to work,
here.
but I cannot guarantee that it's going to work for you or me this time
So
around.
where are you standing here? On the exact place? Yeah.
Well, you're going to give me the one question I can't answer is what is the exact place? And I think it is. Maybe it is even this spot here.
Which one?
Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm trusting you blindly, so.
This is like the safest thing to do is what you normally do, but what I can say is if you do it this way and it works, this is a lot easier.
Okay.
But I'm going to try to end the turn in this location. I just need to see if there's any spell that I want to cast preemptively, because it's basically a free turn, and I don't think that there is. Honestly, no. I'm just going to end the turn here.
Let's see. I'm ending my turn as well. I'm standing 1 pixel farther to the right. Let's see whose pixel wins.
That's great. So let's see. He's definitely superheated. What did I do? I just spent my action. That was stupid. But I do have a bonus action. Let's apply the bonus action. So this was probably the so-called magic pixel. The methods didn't spawn, which means that he should be standing in the same position next turn as well, and he's not. His quake has not been enabled either. Probably I will still move just down here.
So I use my 1 main hand attack.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait for you to see.
To shoot him and see if he's even in the right position.
Yeah, you did disable the multi-shot thing.
I did disable the multi-shot. It did not hit Grim.
It did not hit Grim. So where was the, we'll have to review the stuff afterwards. So the way
his circle around him is not on.
Yeah. So my character was the circle of my character was slightly on the lava actually at that point. So I moved as far as into the lava as I could have without moving into the lava. I think that's part of the trick. But,
I was a little bit more right than.
Yeah. I can't.
I hate it when this stupid thing does that.
Yeah, but you can still get to the other position here behind the lever and do some shenanigans, and maybe you can even go and spend a couple of turns.
I'm
getting
standing
the
more
armor
to the right, but according to that, Grim should have also moved farther onto the platform.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Proper Venn diagram point.
Yeah. All right. I am under a bit of time pressure, so I do need to progress my turn here.
I'm still jumping behind the lever.
And I need to do that as well. And I do
Friggin'
like
grim.
that action there. That's very unfortunate that I don't have an action to do the smacking of the methods. That's going to be a little bit interesting now. Okay,
So, and
the
now
methods-
I need to try the magic pixel out again. I need to get him to move.
Grim uses his seismic wrath here, and he moves. He moves to that famous location where you can smack him again. This seems to be the absolute OP way of doing it if you can get this right.
So
Because
I
now,
need to get him. So which position will he need to move further, left or right? That is the question. I will move to the left, I say. No, to the right. I'm as close as I can get without dipping my toes into the lava. No! Ah. Okay. I completely messed everything up.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. So the one thing is, Ginger, I do not know if I can, at this point, I don't recall if I can just wait one turn and Grim will be disabled, or if it's going to go for me and do the whole smackaroo. So that's the one interesting bit that I simply don't know if they changed this in patch 7. So I am going to evacuate myself slightly here from this situation. We'll have to see what happens. Just
So
hoping for the best. I know that you are in a different situation, but
there.
oh, I can't even jump, so that's that. I'll just be taking the punches if they come. See what he does. He does give me a full round, and he's superheated, and he is on the crucible. That's ridiculous. Grim 101. Okay, let's look at your situation.
I need to get this guy now to walk this way. And smack him for the first time. Now he should be in a position where because he was walking from here to there, and this, he should at least be on the crucible, unless he kills Scratch. Friggin' Grim!
And he's again in a good position. And now the only thing that I want to remind you is that if you go to the far... Hey, one second. Don't do anything just yet. Can I please make a suggestion?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't know if you in any way, if it's possible for you, I would go and... No, wait, you can't use the armor because the heat metal is going to happen. Oh, shit. Yeah, you do probably need to reposition exactly at that location, yeah, to restore his...
That's why I hate doing this, but doing Grim with Scratch. Da, 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 da. So now I need to get him in like an angle over here, I believe. Or just straight across. The more ground he has to cover, the higher is the possibility that he's still standing on top of it. I hate it. So, how far can he go? I hate it that you can barely have any indication. So he's like, his center is like
This is
7.6
fine.
meters away of me.
No. This is absolutely fine. The only problem is that the range of your attack sucks. So right now, if you go to the opposite, platform, if you're able to go there, he's going to stand on the crucible.
The corner here, the backside,
Yeah,
the farthest
just be
backside,
careful.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's superheated, but just be careful that the whole place where the armor's crafted, that's the bit of a cheat point right there. If he stands on that, then he's outside of the lava.
So
yeah,
this should be a position.
It's going to give him
that
one
works.
bonk, yes, at least. And if you're really unlucky, then the method spawn, and then God save you.
Yes, he's on it. So, jumping onto our best position, which is right here. Yeah, I know that Grim goes 5 steps. I just don't have the exact distance memorized.
Oh, stop. He's already superheated.
Yeah, I know. I just
why would
wanted
you
to look if it's the position where I can hit both of them.
Oh, gotcha.
Or if I have to go a pixel farther.
I'm not sure if you can actually re-enable the lava. Okay, good luck, man.
Well, one of them's gonna hit me.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't. You have to target that with a magic missile when you kill the rest of them, I guess. Oh wait, is that no? Are you in the lava? You're in the lava there,
yes.
right? You go into the lava. You go stop. Don't do that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I mean, it's basically one turn where, and this is like the argument for using a longbow or something else. That he goes into the lava. There's a shadow there into the.
Yeah.
I don't like it one bit.
I hate it when the game is so weird. I had that the one method that out initiative me was the one that's too far away. This is the one that out initiatives me. Well,
good luck, Ginger. I mean, you can do your Ave Maria as a good Catholic, and then see what happens. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. I just had different experiences with that situation. What does it? How does it? Is he superheated? Is Grim superheated currently?
He's superheated.
Okay, well then you got this. Just it doesn't matter that a couple of methods survive as long as you bonk Grim again this turn. I think that's the most important bit, in my opinion. It's very important that you rebonk him, basically.
Yes.
So I see what you mean. The problem is if you move those 7 steps. Yeah, okay. And you want to fire your magic missiles there. Okay, fine.
4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, but I think Ginger. So Ginger, you have your bonus action. You can recast your jump.
Recast the jump spell. Yes.
Yeah, because thank you, Druid.
But first things.
Yeah.
He's gonna stand up and move towards me.
Yes.
I need to dash.
He's going to beat you. But if you
I need-
dash, you don't need the
I need
dash.
to dash and
Why?
go for the farthest point possible because my movement is almost over.
He's going to.
From
He's
here,
going
he
to.
can reach me. From here, he can reach me.
I'm pretty sure that he can. Okay. Okay, then try that out.
Because I
Yeah.
bonked him 2 turns in a row, and sometimes it's very inconsistent. He gets his full movement and everything after the turn after he got bonked 2 turns in a row.
I think, but also Sehuke did some science on Grimm's movement, and there's a chance that actually, if Ginger is going all the way down where he's suggesting, Grimm will not be able to reach him with his
Quake.
yeah.
Yeah.
With his quake spell.
So,
I think that's
and then next turn, I do cast the jump spell, regular action dash.
yeah.
I have the fleet fingers
Yes.
and dash with the fleet finger jump.
Yeah. I think I think you should go with that assumption, Ginger. And also you have enough hit points to take a quake, really.
Yeah.
So.
But I cannot take a quake and a normal attack.
No.
This is why I always equip the fleet fingers for the Grim fight.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, for me, the fleet fingers are absolutely basic for this fight. I don't see myself doing this fight without the fleet fingers. I think you can end there, Ginger.
Yeah, maybe 1 pixel to the right so that he has the maximum amount of movement.
Yeah. Good luck.
So seismic rough, he gets everything back.
And then he moves and he stops. Look at the beauty.
And
of
he's
that.
still superheated, so...
But there is one bad thing here, Ginger. My daughter's coming home now, and she's in a noisy mood, so I'm just going to mute the microphone for anybody watching. But this looks good.
Maybe I can just bonk him 2 times, and everything's good.
You'll have to see. Good luck.
Yeah, I will bonk him once. And see if he's still superheated. I have... And he lost his superheated.
Et magisk øje. Nu kan jeg se, hvor smuk du er. Åh, det var smuk. Jeg må kløfte. Undskyld. Jamen, hun...
But...
Hun har altid været smuk.
But... Now I can, for example... click heals. You had automaton on silent. So this does not count as him standing in the lava. Sometimes Grim really has weird mechanics. So he's not superheated, so I will most likely just have to take the risk, dash and jump over there. Yeah, I shouldn't hit him. He is not superheated, and then he will have a problem. I will have a problem. So I'm a dash, jump over there. Yeah. I'm gonna go over there, and just in case something goes wrong,
Altså, vi er næsten færdige med det der, men det her,
hit
det giver mig så
the
meget.
other valve.
Kan I læse sammen? Ah, hvor er det godt.
Freaking Grim is not superheated.
Hvad sker der? Ej, han muted det hele. Inden vi slår på den.
Wow, vi rejser vi som mave. Tyre. En pige, salavkage.
So this is the position that's the farthest possible away from him. Thus, I will recast my jump spell.
Og tyre.
Ja. Ja, yes. Ja, det er nemt nok.
Mor, gerne nu tyre. Ja. Nogen, der står op. Der skal udvand.
Så skal du have en lille for jer.
Rødt. Rødt.
Mm.
Ty.
Nej, det går ikke at råbe så meget.
Yes.
Oh, you were doing this one last night. Koala in a carpet. Hello, koala.
Frej, vil du hellere have, at tage baby? Skal jeg tage et syre væk?
Now I should be really safe.
Du baby. Kom her, skat. Okay. Jeg elsker
I'm
dig.
gonna jump over here.
Du er noget for mig, og du har lavet
For good measure,
lort
I'm
i
gonna
din
take
blik.
one more step to
Kæmpe
the right.
lort. Det var det, jeg kunne lide. Dum, 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 bum, bum. Hun har lavet en kæmpe lort. Dufter rigtig godt. Den er dejlig kæmpe stor. Lugter lidt
He
af
should
mega
jump.
lort.
He should not. He will be on the crucible. He is on the crucible. Get wrecked.
Det var Frejsen også pruttelutter.
So. Blah. Ripskull Helm is gonna be an important equipment for me going forward. Because whenever I'm gonna... use the Dark Justiciar armor, I will do that one as well. So, and now we're having this point when we pick up the armor, we will get an inspiration and we're both capped. Is there anything we need to do with our inspirations? Zayfisk.
I'm det her.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm back, Ginger, but I do need to go because we need to finish supper and other kinds of things in the family. But I'm glad that you managed to do the stuffs in the good ways. Probably I'll just be doing the robots real quick just to craft the other item before I forget it or something stupid.
Yeah, I actually would not pick up the armor and do the Zayfisk check immediately. because I have the 4 inspiration points, and what better point to do the save is if not now, when I have 4 inspirations.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do the armor boots give you +1 to saving throws?
Nope.
No. Okay, well, let's do this on our next stream together then. And let's hope that Jessie doesn't rely again so much on her half-orc passive. That already helped her out twice. First one was stupidity of me, second one was also stupidity of me. So I see why many people are running half-orc as their class, as their race of choice when doing solo runs.
Well, at least it's a great starter if you want that little bit of extra security.
Yeah. So Hardcore needs to leave. I will also leave. I will cook some lasagna right now. So thank you everyone for having been here. Thank you, Druide, for the help.
Yeah, I'm also going to close down because family chaos is already at maximum.
Family.
So
Yeah. So
I'll be,
thank you everyone. We wish you everyone a very good day. Bye bye.
yeah, thank you.